Okay, let's talk about the methods we have for adding integers. First thing I want to go ahead and continue with is adding integers using a number line. 8.2b, use appropriate operations to solve problems involving rational numbers in a problem situation. Some vocabulary for us that we want to be able to take a look at is integers, absolute value, additive inverse, and sum. We will cover as we go through. So, first thing, we can use a number line as I stated. So how can we do that? Simply draw a number line. Okay. And once you draw a number line, let's just break it down. And we'll go 1. We don't need to be that big here. We just want to show some points. Getting better with this number line. Okay. Good thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and show some points here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we have a -1, -2, -3, -4, and a -5. Okay, so to use the number line to add, especially positive numbers, you always, so to add positive, so if we want to add positive numbers, we always want to move to the right. Okay, we're moving to the right on the number line. So in plain words, we are going this way anytime we're adding positive numbers. Now, to add negative numbers, so if we're adding negative numbers, we always want to move to the left. Okay, so in plain words, we will be moving this way on the number line. So those are the basic concepts with adding a number line. It's just adding with the number line. Just want to make sure if you're adding positive, you move to the right, and if you're adding negative, you're moving to the left. Okay, so let's take one example, because we're not going to spend a lot of time on this concept. We're going to move on to the rules. But let's take one example, maybe a couple examples. Let's do 3. Okay, 3 seems pretty feasible. So the first number we want to look at, and let's just call it A, and let's say we want to add 5 plus a -8. I put that parentheses there so we don't get confused on the signs. So we have 5 plus a -8. And again, we'll draw a number line. Okay, and what I believe, no, I'll go in once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's go ahead and label them. I'll take a different color. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. Okay, so in order to make this process work, remember what we were doing when we were modeling it. We said we would start at 0. So our first number is 5. That's a positive 5. So we will go 5 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is where we are with 5. Now it says we're going to add a negative 8 to that. So here, remember, we went this way for 5. We need to go back to the left for 8. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is where we want to stop here at a negative 3. So from here we're adding and we're going to go back to the left. So we begin at 0, went to 5, and from 5 we went back 8 units and we ended at a negative 3. So we can come to the conclusion that 5 plus a negative 8 equals a negative 3. Okay, so let's take a look now at a second problem, and I think what I'm going to do here is give you a chance to work the third one. So we have problem B, and problem B tells us a negative 6 plus 10. So again, let's go on and put a number line down. Okay, so and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll stop there. Go ahead and put our figures up. So we had 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. And on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we are adding a negative 6 plus 10. How do we do that? Again, let's go back to what our original steps were. We start at 0 and we go over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our starting point here, the negative 6. And because we are adding a positive 10, we're going back to the right 10 whole units. So we're going back to the right 10 units. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we end up at a positive 4. So therefore, we can come up with the conclusion that a negative 6 plus 10 will equal to a positive 4. Okay? So now, let's take a look at the third and final problem. And what I want you to do, as we've done in the past, is I'll draw the line, want you to work the problem, and you determine whether or not your answer is correct. We're going to pause it, or you pause it actually, and then we'll come back and take a look and see if your answer matches mine, and I'm more than sure that it will. So let me go ahead and constitute a number line for you, and with 0, and we'll just do 9. I think that'll be quite sufficient for us. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 0, 1, 0, 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, and negative 9. So let me go ahead and give you your problem. So what we're asking you to do is add a negative 4 plus a negative 3. Be careful with this. You're adding a negative 4 plus a negative 3. You may want to go back and look at the other video where we talked about how you add negative numbers. But anyway, go ahead and pause it. And once you pause it, work the problem and come back, take off the pause button and see if your answer meets mine. Okay, now let's try and see what we have here. We have a negative 4. So we're going to go to the left from 0 over to a negative 4. This is our beginning point right here. Now it is telling us that we must add to it a negative 3. So again, we're going to the left. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, which is a negative 3, and we end up at a negative 7. And we're going from here to here. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're adding negative numbers. So this is telling us that if we add a negative 4 plus a negative 3, our actual sum will be a negative 7. Okay, I hope you were able to get that answer. And we'll be back shortly taking a look at adding without the number line. See you soon.